Hi, my name's Adam. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to continue on our CPP series. So this is kind of a bonus video. We're going to do two bonus videos based on feedback from you, from our clients, from people that are watching these CPP videos. So we want to make sure that we're answering your questions. That's why we have this YouTube channel in the first place. So let's buckle in. So today we're going to talk about CPP splitting. So the ability to split your income, your CPP income, with your spouse or common law partner. So I just want to make a key distinction here. This is about sharing or splitting your CPP benefit amount. This is not about splitting your credit amount on divorce. So if you split up or divorce from your spouse or common law partner, there could be a credit splitting essentially, which is done based on how much credits you earned while you were together with your spouse or ex-spouse. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about when you go to apply for your CPP payment, the ability to split the amount that you're receiving with your current spouse or common law partner. So let's just make that clear before we jump into this. So in order to split your CPP with your spouse or common law partner, you have to be married or common law. And secondly, you both have to be taking your CPP or eligible to take your CPP. Now, if you've already started taking your CPP payment, it's not too late to split it. You can go online to My Service Canada account and actually apply to split the income moving forward. So, even if you started, maybe you've been collecting it for years and one of you are collecting a lot larger amount and it throws you into a different tax bracket, it might make sense to actually apply to split that income to even it out. Now keep in mind, and this is the most important part, the amount that you can split is based on how much you've earned together. So if you and your spouse or common law partner have been together since 18, and you're 65 or beyond, maybe 60 beyond, then you have many, many years together and everything that you earned has been together. So you'll be able to equally split your CPP amounts. But if you've only been together for 5 or 10 or 15 years, the amount that you earn towards your CPP prior to being together cannot be split. Okay, so when you apply to split your CPP, be aware that you can only split the amounts that you earn together. So if that's little to no amounts that you actually earn together, maybe you got married later in life or met in retirement, there's not going to be that CPP income splitting ability between the two of you. Amounts that you earn in your post-retirement benefit. So this is when you started to take CPP and you continue to work, which actually builds up more CPP benefit, that you cannot split. So that's one thing that maybe you can earn together, but can't be split for down the road. So once you apply to split the CPP, it will start as soon as you're approved. So whether you're just applying new to start CPP or if you've been taking it and apply after the fact, you can start that CPP splitting as soon as you're approved. When does it stop? Well, it stops either on divorce or death or separation, but let's say divorce and death. So on death, your CPP payment will revert back to what your original CPP payment. So if you had a $1,000 benefit and your spouse had say $400 and you split that to $700 each, if your spouse passed away, your CPP payment will go back up to $1,000. So it reverts back to your original. Now, if you switch that, if yours was $400 and your spouse was $1,000 and you split it and you were getting $700, your spouse $700, when your spouse passes away, yours will go back to your $400. Now, there's a survivor benefit that would kick in. That's a totally different subject, different video. We're not going to cover that here. But when you do the income splitting on CPP, on death or divorce, then it reverts back to your original CPP payment. So we'll put a link below with a bit more information on this from the canada.ca website, as well as the application if you want to apply to split your CPP. Maybe you're taking it already and you're like, hey, this might make sense because one of you fall into a higher tax bracket. And that really is the big benefit here. You only need to split your CPP benefit if you fall into different tax brackets. So if the other income that you have in retirement, it might be RIF income or a pension or whatever, if you can split all that and get your income to roughly the same, so you're paying roughly the same amount of tax or percentage of tax, your marginal tax rate, then splitting your CPP may not make as much sense or as much benefit. But if you're a bit lopsided in your tax brackets, then definitely look to split the CPP to even that out to pay the government less in taxes. So hopefully this short video on splitting your CPP benefits really helps you understand like how it works, when you can do it, and how to qualify. And remember, you can only split earned credits while you were together. So again, if you met, a bit later in life, there's not going to be a whole lot of splitting opportunity. Now, if you've been together for 20, 30, 40 years, there's going to be, potentially you can split the whole amount. So just be aware of that. That's probably the biggest thing people get caught up on. But again, links below to apply. Check it out. It probably makes sense for you. Again, if there's a bit of an income or income tax bracket difference, then definitely look to split your CPP income. Thanks so much for joining us today. If you haven't watched our previous videos on CPP, so we did some videos on understanding CPP, how to apply, the break-even point, and if it makes sense to take CPP at 60, 65, and 70, we'll put all those links below as well. If you haven't watched those, make sure to check them out. There's a bunch of more info on CPP and the benefits of taking it at different times, how it works, and how it should fit into your financial plan. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to join our channel. We release more videos every single week just like this. So please click the subscribe button, join our channel, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.